Dr. Disrespect is in some hot water. Dr. Disrespect is a streamer who mysteriously got permabanned off of Twitch in 2020. The reason he got permabanned off of Twitch recently came out, and it was due to the fact he was chatting it up with a minor. He would say he didn't officially know the reasons behind his mysterious permaban until a full year later, but if we're being honest here, in his heart of hearts, I think he already knew. A former Twitch employee randomly out of nowhere would tweet out that information. Even though it was out of nowhere, this Twitch staffer releasing this information was inevitable because it was exposed he used this information to sell tickets for his band, which is absolutely deplorable. The fact he's using such information as basically a press run for his band is nasty work. With this information coming out, he got permabanned off of Twitch. It might be a matter of time before he gets permabanned off of YouTube, and the only option he's gonna have is kick. And honestly, he's gonna feel right at home. Dr. Disrespect would comment on Jake Lucky reposting and commenting on that tweet, and the folks did not like his response at all because he didn't emphatically deny talking to a minor. So that would lead to him dropping a follow-up tweet, and honestly, it was a bit better, but still, we still didn't get, I was not talking to no minor. How hard is it to say that? Like, what legal obligation is holding you back from saying, I was not having inappropriate conversations with a minor? Like, are you gonna get arrested for saying that? Are you even gonna get fined? That should have been the red flag right there that, yeah, he did it. He did that for sure. That's definitely the reason why he got permabanned off of Twitch. But we live in America, the great white and blue America, where you are innocent until proven guilty. He would get on stream and right off the bat say that he is not going to respond or talk about the situation, but I guess it just got to him because he would end up dropping a response on X. In his own words, he dropped a quick statement on his Twitch ban. And real quick, if you dropping a whole Harry Potter series is considered a quick statement, I am scared and terrified to know what you consider a lengthy one is. Hey, yo! Statement. I wonder how long a lengthy statement from him is. He would start things off by saying how he's always been upfront, but that's not the case at all because you've been known about the reason why you were permabanned off of Twitch, but it's now that we're learning about it, and that's because of a former Twitch staff exposing the information, and even then, you were beating around the bush when the said information was released. So you being upfront, at least in this case, that's not the case. He would then state his gaming studio Midnight Society, they both mutually agreed for him to step down for the betterment of the company, but we would later learn that's not the case at all. I'll talk about that later. He would say he wasn't able to say anything, but since two former employees stepped up and relayed the information, it's his turn to give his side of the story. That is when he would directly say that he had inappropriate conversations with a minor. You've probably heard about it already, but he edited that response 3 times, and the reason is because he removed minor and just left individual, and folks were like, whoa, buddy, whoa, you're not about to pull a fast one on us. We saw what you was trying to do. Go ahead and put that minor back. And then, yep, he slapped that bad boy back on there. I'm gonna continue to summarize the response, but like, case closed. He just said it. He boldface just said, I had inappropriate with my case closed. He would clarify and say there was no pictures sent between the two. There was no intentions behind the conversation. Just, some casual chit chat between two people that got a bit out of hand. Then he would say he's not a perfect being, and that honestly could have gone without being said because we already knew that. You thought that we forgot that you cheated on your wife? Oh, and I forgot. Before that, he would say it was a civil case against Twitch. It was not a criminal one, and that it ended on a settlement. There were no criminal charges placed on him. The tail end of his response was just him saying, I'm not a PDF file or a predator. Folks around me know my stance on such a thing. You were a 35-year-old man. You were pushing the retirement home. Buddy, you were pushing the graveyard. 35 years old, mind you, using Twitch Whisper. You have a family. Go feed your kid or something. What are you doing on Twitch Whisper? You don't think that's predatory just a little bit? You at your age having such inappropriate conversation with a minor, not even a wee bit, just a tiny bit. And who cares about your stance? Who cares you haven't been arrested for it, Drake? There have been I'm gonna repeat the argument that we gave Drake. There have been multiple people that have done way worse than Dr. Disrespect and have been arrested. And you think that us knowing about your morals is gonna sweep this whole situation under the rug? Are you kidding me, pal? Actions speak louder than words. And that's clearly not your stance because you feel comfortable enough to have such conversations with minors. He would put an alpha bow tie on his response by ending it with, "They want me to disappear." Yeah, effing right. Like, buddy, are you trying to keep up with your persona? This is a serious matter. Look, I don't know Dr. Disrespect personally. That just might be how he is as a person. But why is he acting like folks is canceling him over his opinion? Like he chose cookies over brownie. Like, read the room. So the fallout is he was removed off of 2K. He was gonna have his own character. Boop, that was gone. The 49ers cut ties with him. All of his close friends, including Nick Merckx and Tim the Tabman, cut ties with him as well. And also his company, his game studio, Midnight Society. Remember I told you I was gonna come back to it? Well, I came back to it, all right? They terminated him. No, there was no mutual agreement. No, they booted him out of there. He was fired. Dr. Disrespect tried to pull what, like, police officers do, you know, when to do something idiotic like, I don't know, have intercourse with a culprit in the back seat, or, you know, shoot at the back of their cop car all because of an acorn, and instead of, you know, saying that they were fired, they decide to resign for optics sake. Midnight Society was started by Dr. Disrespect. I wish them nothing but the best. I am happy that they were able to pull the trigger and straight fire him instead of, you know, letting him walk away, to send a message that such a thing will not stand with that company. Great message, especially one of the people that works for Midnight Society basically saying that he cannot work with somebody that's had inappropriate with kids, and that's commendable. To quickly address all of the Dr. Disrespect fanboys that are probably going to come out the woodworks or have come out the woodworks to say, hey, he probably might not have known her age. Well, don't you think in his response, he would say, hey, yes, I did have inappropriate conversation with a minor, but I had no idea she was underage until later, and that's when I cut the whole conversation off. Especially the whisper message not being leaked or officially released. We have no leg to stand on. But no, he just said, I had inappropriate conversation with a minor, period. Full stop. Because at this point, the releasing of the whisper messages is only going to be good for the severity of the punishment in terms of how he's viewed by the public.
Two things I ain't ever seen. A nigga that beat a gun and bitch I need